remember you being a friend to me, and I also remember you pouring into me and being a mentor, and to be able to receive this Roaring 10 award after you is an honor because you're setting the tone for women like us trying to achieve greatness. I'm here with the Queen of Awesome herself, my mentor, my best friend, my sister, French Jackson. So I want you to tell me something. Who is French Jackson? Oh, excuse me. Who is Dr. French Jackson?
That's a good question. I think every day is a journey to continue to answer that question, right? I think in general, French Jackson is a person who fears God, who loves the Lord, and who really strives to make sure that whatever I'm doing and whatever my plans are, no matter how large my goals or ambition may be, just trying to always stay under his covering and always walking in his will. And I think once you stay in alignment, everything else will fall into place.
Why is it important for women to become involved with STEM?
It's so important. One thing, there aren't a lot of us in STEM. And so that becomes a chicken or egg situation. When there are not a lot of women in STEM, there's not a lot of representation. So you have a situation where you have young girls who don't see people who look like themselves, so they don't even think like, oh, I could grow up and do that. I could be that person. And also within my day job, I work on an innovation team. So a lot of times it's my job to come up with new ideas. I like to say I come up with cool ideas and get to do cool stuff. So there are times when I come up with something that is because of who I am, I thought of that idea. So if I were not a woman, if I were not a black woman, then that idea probably wouldn't even have come to the forefront because there's nobody else in the room that looks like me that can represent my voice. And so representation in technology is important because you end up with technology that doesn't work for everyone because there's not someone representing everyone in that room.
What do you think motivates you to continue to fight for a seat at the table or creating your own table as a black woman engineer?
All of the things that I was willing to let go by the wayside or put on hold to get where I am, that typically pushes me and propels me to keep going. But also when I think back to being at Clemson here, we used to do community service at Little John Coliseum. And I remember telling a young lady, she said, "What do you do?" And I said, "I'm an engineer." And she said, "Stop lying. No, you're not." And I said, "Excuse me?" And she said, "You're not an engineer. Only boys can be engineers." And I literally thought I was gonna die. And I said, "Well, I have 2 engineering degrees. I'm a double engineer, and you could be one too." And so anytime I think about it being hard or wanting to give up, I just think about the people that I don't even know that are watching me.
Her nominator said, "The influence she and her husband have had and continue to impress on their local community, this nation, and the world are immeasurable." Clemson University is fortunate to have a young woman of this caliber as a graduate. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm so pleased to announce my sorority sister, my college roommate, and my best friend, Dominique Jordan Sensabaugh.